Welcome to Daily Rising, Ignite Everyday Excellence. I'm Dawn D'Amico, your mental performance mastery coach, here to bring you daily mindset and motivation strategies to fuel your success in every area of life. Get ready to ignite your excellence with today's show. When I was working primarily in the fitness and nutrition space, before I would work with a client, we would have a transformation analysis call, essentially a discovery call to figure out what the goals and the needs would be of an individual before we figured out if working together made sense. Some of the kinds of questions I asked would be, what worked for them in the past, what hasn't, what things have they tried, so that I could have a more complete picture. And time and again, the women that I spoke with, because it was primarily women, would flat out tell me that they're not disciplined. And so I would dig a little bit deeper into that question. I would ask them a few more things about why they don't believe they're disciplined. And what I was able to see and discover was that they just simply didn't have clarity. They didn't have a plan, and they didn't have strategies to implement a plan. It wasn't that they were lazy and they weren't doing the things they were supposed to. They didn't know the things they were supposed to. They didn't have a plan to do the things they were supposed to, or the strategies in order to do the things that were going to get them results. And so it wasn't necessarily a lack of discipline on their part. It was just not having a plan to be disciplined with. I want you to think about that when you say you're not disciplined. And if you feel like you're not making progress towards a particular goal, do you have the clarity? Do you have a plan? And do you have a strategy to ensure that you implement that plan? If you're missing any of those pieces, you're certainly going to feel undisciplined, because how can you show up and do the work if you don't know what the work is? Now, if you're somebody that does know what the work is, and you want to strategize how to do that better, make sure you check the show notes, get on my calendar. We can talk through that. But in the meantime, I want you to really get clear on what your goals are, clear on where it is you're looking to go. Do you have a plan? If you don't, start to create a plan. Figure out what those steps are, what those actions are, and then start doing them. And if you're struggling to do them, start to set up habits and routines that support you doing them. And again, if you're struggling with that, if you have any questions, absolutely hit the show notes. I'd love to offer you a complimentary strategy call where we can figure out how to go about doing that so that you can get from where you are today to where you want to be. Thank you for listening to another episode of Daily Rising. If you enjoyed today's show, drop a review and share it with your friends. Don't forget to check the show notes for a recap of today's message, along with valuable resources and opportunities to connect further and ignite your excellence.